Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. The Summer Bracket Challenge rolls on. We have some pretty strong matchups. Well, all right. Next up is a battle of the number 10s. We got Mr. Wayne Rooney coming up against, Mr. Leo Messi.
Thank you. If Ashley Cole's gonna catch the bullet from R10,
The bracket gods, man. The bracket gods are just
yes,
laughing. The bracket gods are just cruel as cruel could be. Sorry about you. Any fans of the greatest team that's ever graced a pitch, I'm sorry.
So wait a minute. Does that mean for this bracket that Messi is going to face Ronaldinho?
No.
Oh, they're on the other side.
No, actually, well, it'll be not in this round. Not in the next round. If they both make the next round,
they'll be in the
it will be,
quarterfinals.
yes.
So we're going to 8 now, right?
Yeah.
Or are we in the 8?
There's 16. It's
Okay, so we're going into the 8. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I meant there was 8 matchups when I said that. There's 8 matchups left.
We're in the Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. Yeah.
Right, to the Elite 8.
Yeah.
I was like, oh boy, if Messi and Ronaldinho was next, that's my vote. Just so you know, that's my vote.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that one might be a challenge for me because
That's gonna be a hard
I'm
one.
far from a Messi fanboy. So that
Same.
Oh, well.
Same.
There's going to be one that's even more difficult before that. So, we just discussed our last 2 winners will be facing each other in the next round, and that's going to be difficult for both of them, and it's going to be a terrible time for us. But this one here, while I do got a love for old Roonbug, it's
how? It's a bulldog.
it's just like.
it's nothing. It's Messi.
There is no, yeah. And as much as I'm really not a fan of what's going on in the MLS.
He still puts him in there.
Yeah, well, yeah. When you've got the referees in your pocket all of a sudden.
Even then, but he still got to kick the ball.
Yeah, yeah. Looked like he was about to fight that one dude.
You mean when he fouled him and then that guy got the card instead of him?
Yeah.
And then he told the referee to give him, and then the ref was like, okay.
All right then. Yeah. So that's going good. But
it's nice to be a player, manager, ref, and coach.
He's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. He's the whole
GOAT, man.
Number 10.
He's the GOAT. It is what it is.
So messy.
So yeah. Sorry about your Roonbug.
Yep.
You got the love.
I wanted
Maybe,
Cole.
hey.
Cole should have gone up against Rooney. That would have been.
If DC United beats Inter Miami, are we just gonna have egg on our face?
They don't play again.
They're not gonna play again.
They would have to play in the Leagues Cup, and I guess it's possible.
What about the playoffs?
You mean the Inter Miami Invitational?
I promise you they make it to the playoffs. But I said that. Remember, I said that to you all. I said they're gonna make it. I told you they would make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They haven't played one league game yet, and they'll make the playoffs.
Is the Leagues Cup just puts the MLS on hold?
Yeah, I guess so. That seems silly because that's like the Champions League stopping.
No, that's still Leagues Cup.
Yeah, because the league doesn't start back like the next MLS game is next week. No, it's 2 weeks from now. It's 2 weeks. Because the DC United sent me a thing and they said, yeah, are you ready for the game? So it's in 2 weeks.
DC United lost today, by the way.
I don't know. Well, then they won't play Messi at all.
So they won't be playing Messi. They won't be playing Messi, unfortunately. So Rooney won't get a chance, just like he doesn't really have a chance in this matchup here. Any objections to that one? Anything to add?
No.
Yeah.
It's Messi.
It's Messi.
It's Messi all day.
That's all you got to say. It's Messi.
I need Ronaldo versus Messi in here somewhere so we can have a real one.
Hey.
That might be an hour-long discussion at that point.
Can't wait for it. That's what I need.
Hey, we got some strong matchups in this round,
If
and
Qatar
are
would have got
very.
it right, we would have seen it. But they messed up
Hey,
that storyline.
there's some strong matchups in this round, and the next one we'll go ahead and move on to is this one is going to be some debating. It's not a question for me, but that's because it's the king, Mr. Thierry Henry, versus Vincent Company.
Honestly, Jake.
I don't have any.
Honestly, Jake, I don't have a lot of argument on this. It's Thierry Henry for me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
I think it's Henry too.
Something crazy at me.
I think it's Henry.
Hey, I love Vinny, man, the captain, man, but it's Henry.
Oh yeah.
Champions League final. It's Henry.
Yeah. Well, Henry's not going to score in that final.
I don't know, man.
Just so you know. Just so you know.
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
No, he's not.
You're not gonna let that one die, are you?
Never.
I mean,
Oh my goodness.
if I made a case for Vincent Company, it would be, he led a team from a place where they had accomplished, their accomplishment was very sparse and sporadic, and he was able to be sort of that building block to build around with three different philosophies, three different managers, and going through injury and his own things with personal life, Belgium, etc. He was able to sort of be a rock where he helped the Belgian team end up becoming the #1 rated international team, right? He was on that team right before when they were ranked #1. Not that they were, but when they were ranked #1, they didn't win nothing, but they were ranked there, and he was one of the building blocks for that. And so he was there to help De Bruyne and Lukaku and Benteke and Hazard. I'm gonna say all of them because that was a golden generation where they were good.
Right.
And then he led a City team where Yaya Toure, even though he was a Champions League winner, grew from him. David Silva, you got Lescott, Micah Richards, Zabaleta, Kolarov. He was a leader. Aguero was able to be Aguero because of him. The bunches of players became really good because they knew he was behind them. And so that's worth accounting for if you're playing in the Champions League final. Like, hey, I can be as daring as possible, like we mentioned for a previous one, because Vinny got us. So yeah. I mean, there's an argument, but it's Thierry Henry. Even with that, it's Thierry Henry.
I'm with you because as much as X talks about Henry not scoring in a final, he still does have the claim of being the first English team, the first player for an English team to score at the Bernabeu. When we beat Madrid in that semifinal, and he dribbled everybody, dribbled the whole defense essentially, and then Casillas, and then we tried to repeat the feat in in Barcelona. It didn't go so well, but
he's just one of those players. He's iconic in and of himself. He has a long-standing career to back that up. He's played in massive games. He's had a massive career. Nothing against Benny. It's just for a striker to show up, or a winger from the left to show up week in, week out. The speed he possessed, I'm pretty sure he's still ranked like up there at the fastest Premier League players ever.
He was so fast, man.
He's stupid, right?
Have you seen that highlight where the ball is just at the beginning of the highlight, the ball's just like rolling into the corner, and I don't know who the defender is, but the defender's got like 3-4 steps on him, and he just makes up the ground. Like it's one of those where you're like, whoa. It's like the other day when a couple weeks back when Murdrick kicked the ball into the corner. And I'm like, dude, why did you just blast that? He's gonna get there.
Yeah, because he knows he can get there. Right. Yeah.
So he definitely had that speed.
Yeah, it's just again, it's one of those moments can turn up at any point. Game could be on its head in the late stage. You don't know if again he's just like that Mbappe. We were just giving Mbappe all this credit. I think Thierry Henry is kind of that archetype for an Mbappe. Like I just see him being the new age kind of 2.0 version of that archetype of player where I'm not a true winger, I'm not a true flyer. I'm a little bit of both, but I have enough I have enough sense of on goal accuracy and commitment to make those runs to where I'm going to punish you for it as well, which is what a lot of wingers lack. They lack that inside cut, that move, that agility, and that deadly mindset to punish you on goal. And Henry had all that, man. He was all that.
I think what it is about some of the greats, some of these speedy winger style types, is that yes, they're fast, and yes, they have great foot skills, but it's the fact that they can do these insane things at absolute crazy speeds. Like at top speed, full tilt, they're pulling out magic touch. Like
I gotta slow way down if I want to do like a 180.
That's why Messi just blows people's mind, because he would blow past you, and he's got just these quick touches. It's just like, all right, man, you're not doing anything about it. You're not doing anything about that one. So yeah, I mean, I obviously have, as much respect as you could possibly have for Thierry Henry, and so he's definitely got my vote in this one. I'll probably vote for him over everybody. These colors don't run.
Well,
anything to add, Patrick?
We'll see soon enough.
Or Lewis?
I was just gonna say, I mean, I looked at something on Henry, I think the last time we were talking. I didn't realize how much he's actually coached already, which is kind of surprising because at one point he was being mentioned for the U.S. national team job, and a lot of people were like, oh, well, he hasn't done well here yet. Okay, but I mean, the guy knows
Belgium for like 6 years.
Yeah, he was with Belgium. He went to Monaco. I think he was even involved at Red Bulls. Maybe something like that.
I would love to see him on the staff at Arsenal.
Yeah, he was on the staff at Arsenal. I believe he was there.
I would love to see him there again.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is, I mean, the guy. I mean, I know he's not Mr. Arsenal, but he's pretty daggum close.
Pretty close.
But he's just he's in that mold of Zidane. They do things that no other human seems to be able to do.
The French mold at this point.
It feels like it. It feels like there's something in the water in Paris. There's something in the water in Paris. Okay, he wasn't. Oh, Montreal. That's what it was. It was Belgium, Monaco, Montreal, Belgium. So, yeah, he's just. It's fun to go back and watch, because I didn't get to watch him as much. Because I really didn't start following the Premier League until about 2008-ish. So I didn't really get. I mean, he didn't get
moved to Barcelona.
Yeah, the year he went to Barcelona. So I didn't get to see him much. So I go back and watch him on YouTube and whatnot, and it's incredible what type of player he was. And to know that he scored as many goals as he did. I mean, 290 for club, over 600 appearances. That's insane. I mean, that's a goal every 2 games. I mean, that's just an insane conversion rate. But that said, I mean, I got to give company his props though. The dude helped grow City into what they are today. He created that mentality of, fighting to the end, that, we've seen City shown, even after he's left. I'm interested to see what he does in his managerial career. It's going to be interesting to see what they do in the Premier League this year.
Welcome to the league.
Yeah,
play City first.
Yeah, play City first. But I think they both have incredible qualities, more on the leadership side for the company, but overall, I'm thinking Terry. I mean, Henry he's just another level.
Yeah. Yep.
You know where Henry would be interesting to manage, because he has that one of those personalities where guys want to be mentored by him, and you You see him talk to many different top level players that want to get mentored. And one place I think he'd do well, which I doubt he'd ever go there, is Real Madrid. I think he would be excellent there. He literally would be what Zidane is. Zidane got the best out of those guys because you had top flight guys that wanted to listen to a top flight guy and they could do all of it. Like imagine him mentoring Vinny. Like, come on, man. I think he would. I just think because he played at Barcelona and just in general, just he's a Madrid guy. I don't see him there, but if all things were equal, I think he would be really, really good there. But yeah, it's Henry. I mean, I respect Vinny, but I know. For example, you mentioned the goals that Henry has scored. Aguero passed Henry as with the most goals for a foreign player in the Premier League, and people still will choose him because he was more complete of a player than Aguero was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. I think we are going to call it a night right there on the bracket challenge for now. Go ahead and get the likes up if you're enjoying the bracket. Subscribe to the channel and get that little bell on so you know when the rest of the series drops. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a great night.
Absolutely.